So everybody has an idea of what fear paralysis looks like. Okay, so we're going to do something with fear paralysis right now. Everybody take a moment and think about a moment when you were frozen in your own life, but don't pick the worst possible thing. I mean, don't, please, because you know, I don't want super trauma, but just something that was sort of mildly traumatic. You know, I forgot my lines in a play and it wasn't the worst thing in the world, or whatever, but something like that. Okay, so does everybody have something? Okay. All right. So just notice how you feel, kind of on a scale of 0 to 10, in terms of your stress. 0 being no stress and 10 being really, really stressed. So just notice that for yourself. Okay. And now we're going to release fear paralysis. And we're going to do it ourselves with this little children's game. It's called Wave Hello. So just everybody follow me. So, wave hello. Watch your fingers go. Wave hello. Watch your fingers go. Both hands. Wave hello. Watch your fingers go. Now put one hand on your belly and the other hand taps your chest. Tap, 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 and rest. Tap, 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 and rest. Let's switch hands. One hand on your belly and the other hand taps your chest. Tap, 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 and rest. Now, take your hand and put it on your back. And the other hand goes under your nose. Hum. La, 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 la. Put one hand on your belly and the other hand under your chin. Hum. La, 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 la. Now look at your hands. Thumb and fingers make a mouth. Talk, 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 talk. Hands are talking to each other. Talk, 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 talk. Now put one hand on your mouth so that you're making a mustache and a beard, and hold your belly and rub. Rub, 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 rub. And now hum. La, 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 la. Now stretch and yawn. And wave hello. Watch your fingers go. Wave hello. Watch your fingers go. Okay, now go back to your stress and check your internal stress index. Okay, how many people feel at least a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay, does anybody feel just as bad as they did when they started?
19.
We know about you, Christina.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You had people think of something that made them fearful. Had you just done this without thinking of anything, not being in a fear paralysis, would it have integrated it or not?
Yes. And the reason I had you think of something was because I wanted to make sure that fear paralysis was present. And just waving your hands isn't necessarily going to do it. If somebody's already upset, if a child's upset, you do this. What you're doing to the system is kind of artificially saying, okay, now we're in fear paralysis. It's calling attention to that file. Because when you do integration work, you want to make sure that you're doing integration work on the problem, not on over somewhere else. Because we have a lot of resilience and a lot of good, compensatory behaviors, and we could, if we happen to be in those places, we won't actually be working on the problem. We'll just feel fine, and then the moment we get triggered, we haven't actually worked on the problem, so it's not better. So if somebody's having stress, what this will do, or my intention is, and it can be your intention too, this is going to call up fear paralysis. But the other reason I had you think about a stressful moment was so that you could check and see if it felt any better. How many people went down to a 0 after Wave Hello? Good. How many people went down to a 2? How many people went down to a 5? Anybody higher than 5? Okay, that's pretty good. Then you can do it over and over again. You don't have to just do it once. And I did lots of different integrative movements, and there's actually those are very good integrative movements, and I can talk about why they are. But there are many other things you can do to integrate fear paralysis. Just about anything that calms you down and makes you feel safe. I'll show you another one, and this is one. It's the magic feet. Okay, so there's the big toe right there. I don't know if you can tell, but this is big toe. All right, that little toe is. What can you do? So you got those two little pads on the ball of your foot, right? Right about there, the X. That's K1, or kidney 1. It's the beginning of the kidney meridian, and it's a very, very special point on the body. I just learned that it's how we ground and how we let electrons in and get recharged right there, which is probably why it's such a powerful point. And it's very good for releasing fear and any kind of anxiety. So one thing you can do is, can do this right now, just sitting where you are. Cross one foot over the other if you can. Put one hand here on your ankle and cross over with the other hand and put your thumb right about on that point. Now I know you have your shoes on.
Yeah.
Let me show you, Christian, like this.
Like where?
Right there. Right in the middle of your foot. Now, so just take a moment and hold those points and breathe. Okay. Now, even if you have rubber shoes, you can pretend. And it's, the mind is a powerful thing. And then you might want to switch sides. Okay.
Here again?
Yep. Right here.
But you have to go slow.
And this one. The crossing helps because it gets signals going from the left to right side of the brain. Okay? So this is something you can do in school with kids. Just have them cross their legs and grab one side and the other side. You can also do it sitting cross-legged and just do both feet at the same time.
Oh, that's crisscross.
Crisscross, right. You can crisscross applesauce. You can also hold someone else's feet. You can hold a child's feet. This is a way I often work with children, or have parents work with children to help them get to sleep at night. Or not just children, anyone. You hold those points for 10 minutes and they usually just, a lot of anxiety releases through those points. So that's another way of dealing with fear paralysis. And I'm talking, yes.
Does it work with cats?
Yes. Yeah, it does. I mean, I do a lot of, cats are funny. Dogs are easier to, because the cats are so, you never know how they're going to react. And sometimes they react to a release with, they'll get you. Dogs.
They could go like this, right?
Yeah, they could go like this. So be careful if you're trying it on a cat because you might get clawed. And if you get clawed, just think, okay, it worked. But dogs tend to be just much more grateful. They're dogs, I have one of each, and I would never do it on my cat, but I do it on my dog all the time.